What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Kvoth. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Matreiuss. Game 5, Divine Intervention. What a time to be alive. What an absolute time to be alive. We see Kvoth on the Odin for Game 5. We see Matreiuss on the Ra for Game 5. I'm excited here, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be fireworks. This is going to be fireworks. The pros have told me, the top players have told me that this matchup is relatively balanced. It's pretty much best player wins most of the time here. And I know what you guys are saying. You don't believe me. Egyptian is just an unfair civilization, and it's impossible to beat Egyptian. But the top players have told me, they've come down from afar and they've said, you know what, this one's winnable. And we'll see how things are going to go. At this point, we are seeing Matreiuss. He has not found his hunt just yet. He's scattered around with his ferret. He sees the boars over here. He's going to have to make a decision onto what strategy to go for in this game. Kvoth gets lucky. He finds his hunt first over here. And this is just the way that Age of Mythology goes in a way. As Matreiuss pulling around here, he gets himself up onto this position. Is he gonna? I think he should have left 3 villagers over here on these berries, because I think he's gonna have idle villager time here. Because he has to get the granary out, which he only needs 1 villager for. The rest of these villagers need to be on the boar by the time this villager pops out, which they're not. And hunting dogs isn't finished either, so he is gonna have idle time. Probably just don't go on to gold this early is the solution. It's not that big of a deal having idle time, but like every second of idle time is like a resource lost. So yeah, you want to limit that as much as you possibly can here. But Matreiuss had to pull over here. He's dumped the resources. The villager has started. No problems there. But Kvoth is going to be really enjoying this game here. Well, what's the game plans? So Ra has got obviously 2 minor gods, which are both viable in this matchup. So minor god number 1 being Bast, minor god number 2 being Ptah. Both being a very, very different style of play. So Bast is an incredibly aggressive style of play where you're going to be wanting to get out Sphinx, classical army, maybe not classical army, but teching, one of those two options there. And you try and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible. Ptah is a very defensive option. You're looking to get yourself the second Townsend. You're looking to get yourself that Shadoof upgrade to get yourself farms out. You're looking to play defensive and see how you can slowly inch your way around the map and secure the map and try and win the game. So 2 options there. Kvoth, on the other hand, he's got 2 minor gods as well, and they are both viable in this matchup. Heimdall, Freya. Heimdall being actually the better late game pick. People kind of underestimate how good Safeguard is as a upgrade for Odin, which boosts your towers hit points, your wall hit points, makes your towers cheaper. But he's got both those upgrades. Heimdall great for some early pressure as well to maybe counter the Ptah of Ra to some degree. But Freya gives you a little bit more of an edge against that Bast Sphinx shenanigans. So we'll see which one Kvoth is going to go for, but he's about to advance here. Matreiuss, on the other hand, getting himself up his monument to the soldiers here. So to me, this is looking like a Bast upgrade, and we see Heimdall for Kvoth. So he doesn't get that free Valkyrie to deal with the Sphinx coming in, but he is going to be having some very, very nice late game options here if Kvoth wants to take the game that way. And there's not that much hunt on the map, which means Kvoth can just basically sit in his base, go 2 town centers here. He's got all of these goats, 19 goats. That's so many herdables. He can just sit in his base, get a second town center, no problems, and defend any sort of 1 town center Bast shenanigans here with Heimdall. Heimdall also scares Matreiuss. There's this like hidden effect of clicking up Heimdall, because normally you're safe with this tower on the gold mine, but when Heimdall hits, that tower can get deleted with the god power, which means you're no longer safe on this gold mine. So it's scary playing against Heimdall, and we'll see what's going to happen here. And if when Matreiuss sees this, if he's gonna have to overreact here or not. As the Raven coming through, checking things out, and it's just a safe town center here. I love it. What a great play here. What a great play here for Kvoth. And we do see there's the first overreaction from Matreiuss. It's not a big one. Obviously, the villager being idle here, but also building the walls costs a little bit of gold. It's not a big overreaction, but it's just going to keep him a little bit safe here as the boss just about to pop up. And one thing that Matreiuss will be able to do is he will be able to get himself up his farms nice and fast and drop a rain and get going. But Matreiuss going for a barracks here. He has not read this situation well at all. Barracks units, they're great against Norse. Don't get me wrong. But in the classical age, on a map where there's no hunt, well, not no hunt, but very, very minimal hunt, you're not going to be able to get any value from those barracks units. It's better to tech first and try and get to the heroic age and get some locusts off, get some maybe mythic age fast as well. Cryo Sphinx coming through here for Matreiuss is going to be moving around the map, and we'll see how things are going to go. As the walls coming up over here for Kvoth. As the Sphinx coming over onto this position here, going to be taking out the house down the bottom of the map there. Let's check this relic out. A pair of golden lions going missing here. That's such a good relic. We do see Kvoth now moving up. Is he going for a third town center? I don't hate this, but it's crazy. Second town center coming from Matreiuss here. It's crazy because the barracks is up, and he knows the barracks is up. Maybe he's just grabbing the relics. Yeah, Black Lotus here is going to be huge. That's a huge relic to pick up because you know you have to farm here, basically. And you want to keep it away from your opponent as well. It's the Sphinx moving around. Hyriko Sphinx coming down. Second town center just about to be up. Villagers can move up to this gold mine. Plenty of food income here for Matreiuss to support this one. Those Sphinx are about to be flying across the map here. 5.3 speed. It goes up to like 6 point something, 6.2 something. I can't remember exactly. As the Herso coming back in, these villagers get cleaned up very fast. But good micro from Kvoth to escape nice and fast. As the Sphinx, 6.36 speed. As they're just going to be searching around for things to kill. But again, all the villagers in the main base now for Kvoth, with the exception of these villagers on this gold mine over here. But so long as the Herso just hides over here, it should be completely fine. Or sits on that position. We do see a third town center up as well for Kvoth. This is so brutally efficient here from Kvoth. 3 town centers, super fast. He's got all of the goats he could want in the world in his main base, able to eat the berries as well here. And this is a situation, like I said, it's great to see this situation here. This is a situation where eating the berries first makes a lot more sense than eating the goats. Because you want to fatten these goats up. It's so early in the game. All these goats, he's kind of misplayed this by killing all the goats at once there. You don't want to do that. But getting these berries in, very, very smart, because it gives yourself more food overall, which you want because you want to get that food because you don't need it now. You need more food later. You want to delay the farms as long as you can, rather than getting like an earlier heroic age or something, which is going to help you out quite a bit. As the gate gets taken out here, and Kvoth making his way over to defend. Town center just about up here. One Herso might not be enough to scare Matreiuss off here, as he splits up nicely onto both sides here. He's going to be able to snipe a dwarf. There it goes. 3 hitting a dwarf there, as the Sphinx going to be moving away. And another Herso coming in. Going to get a little bit of damage. Needs to get that wall back up. Continuing to play nice and safe. Gets a bit of a ghost building down as the Sphinx coming back up here. Gets a little bit of damage done, but it's not worth it to take that amount of heat from those Herso. So he's going to have to leave and figure out something else. Walls coming up here from Kvoth. This is beautiful. Getting those up nice and early. Just securing the map as he can. As now the next move here for Kvoth is just get to the heroic age. Just get to the heroic age. No problems. Almost snipes that villager there. Does he get away? He does get away. No problems. Villagers pulling back into the main base here. This is a situation that you've got to be scared for for Kvoth as well. If Matreiuss hits the Mythic Age relatively soon, which, I mean, if he went one town center and did this, it probably could have been a decent idea. But if he hits the Mythic Age relatively soon, he can Tornado, hit the villages here, get a bunch of damage done, and then drop Locust afterwards. Pick off all the villages. It's so brutal. As the Longhouse coming up on this position, Kvoth trying to defend his town centers. I like this because it plays around the Tornado on these secondary town centers outside of the main base. I think that's a great idea, but even better, just walls coming up to delay everything here. It's going to be a fantastic way to play. As Matreiuss here, he still hasn't dropped the rain. Skadi coming through for Kvoth. Still no rain, still just 2 town centers. There's this segment. No. I thought Matreiuss was going crazy there for a second. But going up through Hathor, last couple of farms coming down. As the Sphinx getting pulled back. And I mean, Matreiuss is in a completely fine position, but I do worry for what his plans are in this game. Because Kvoth has gotten everything he needs here. He's survived the early Bast shenanigans. He's survived. He hasn't really lost that many villages. He's in front in villages, actually, after being raided, which just means he's in a good position. And he's going Heroic Age. Houses coming up over here. Dwarves popping out as well. Pharaoh looking around here to take out the Ravens and everything else. And this is literally just perfect play from Kvoth. If you struggle against Bast as Odin, do this. Have 19 goats, go 3 town centers, and just enjoy life. Like, obviously, great hunt on the goats is, I think that's something that Kvoth did here. But yeah, there's the Heroic Age. And is Kvoth just going to go straight Mythic Age here? And is Matreiuss just going to go straight Mythic Age as well? We see a Migdol stronghold at the very least here for Matreiuss. As the Ulfsark coming down into the corner of the map, marker coming up. I can't imagine seeing Kvoth being confident enough here to go Balder and click Ragnarok straight away. But it might work. All the gold mines are pretty forward. It might work. Cheeky little undermine on this position. Will that be enough? Does that kill the Migdol? With the Pharaoh empowering it as well? I don't think so. There's no way. It's close. 4, 3, 2. No, it's up. It's up. No worries there. It gets so close to going down. 350 HP. The Sphinx coming through. There will be a Locust here. Great split there from Kvoth early. Does lose 4 villages. That's not a bad thing over there, but a couple more going to be going down. And Balder is clicked up here for Kvoth. But there is no need to actually click Ragnarok here straight away. Clicking Ragnarok straight away is not an absolute necessity in this matchup. Not by any stretch. As the Sphinx pulling back now for Matreiuss, he's finally getting some damage done. And we do see a cheeky little rock over on this position. Kvoth trying to defend that one as best as he can. We do see a Longhouse. And we do have to remember that Kvoth did go... Wait, did he get his upgrade? Not yet. He did go for Heimdall, so he can get Safeguard. And that'll help him out for the late game as well. So just going Balder, idea for getting himself Fire Giants. Not a bad idea. The Fire Giants also counter this Rock Raid as well. As the Sphinx going to be coming through here. Break down. Not only can they break down this wall, but they're going to be able to snipe down that Frost Giant very, very quickly as well. As the Frost Giant still over on this position, defending as best as they can. Ursa will come through, get a little bit of damage done as the Dwarves getting pulled away. Did that Frost come off then or not? I'm not sure. There is a nice micro you can do here on that Sukos to actually dodge the Frost by garrisoning into that rock, but doesn't manage to do that. Villagers diving into that town center. Balder at 90% here. Horus on the way now for Matreiuss as well. 71 villagers plus a trade route started for Kvoth. 125 population, and Kvoth does go for the immediate Ragnarok here. Is there still a rain remaining? There is still rain remaining here for Matreiuss. This is a crazy Ragnarok. 278 population. Matreiuss' economy isn't that good. He's only on 2 towns and his barracks getting dropped all over the place. Axeman coming out as well. Medium Axeman coming through for Matreiuss. Can he defend this one? Can this attack from Kvoth work out for him? He's been on the defense for the entirety of this game. Clicks the Ragnarok, and can he push forward? He does have a rain to block the frost and a frost available for Kvoth. So Matreiuss can block the block and see what he can do here. Meanwhile, on this position, the Raven spots that gold mine over here, obviously wanting to take out this Townsend. Mason's on the way now. Frost gets dropped down on this position. Units pushing forward here. Matreiuss has stopped his Mythic Age as well. He wants to stay in the heroic age here in an attempt to defend here, as the Axemen are going to be coming out. As those Heroes of Ragnarok crashing into this town and are pushing off this gold mine. Villagers sneaking away, and he gets through as he sneaks onto that. That's so brutal. Will Kvoth notice that or not is the big question. He's got the Ravens all around the map. He can spot them very simply. He's got a Frost Giant and a Hearse over here that can move in, but this is exactly what Matreiuss needs here. Rain gets dropped down on this position here as he's got a handful of farms over there, but is that going to be enough or not is the big question. Copper Mail Heavy Axeman coming through. Matreiuss losing houses here as the town center going the wayside of Kvoth as well here. How many... He's got 3 Ox Caravans at 105 gold there as the Raven does spot these villagers here. The Rock can come over and save them, to be honest. We'll see if he manages to do that, but not paying attention. Villagers going down on this position as well as the Rag Heroes are just absolutely demolishing Matreiuss' main base here. The Fire Giant coming through as well. That's so difficult to deal with. I would have liked to see maybe Matreiuss go... not cancel the Mythic Age and go through Osiris here. That might have been a way to defend this. As the Rag Heroes come through, going to take out these villagers, stopping the gold income of Matreiuss. Matreiuss in his main base, repairing that town center up. He's got no fortified town centers. He's got maces. He's got copper weapons. That's not enough here. The Axemen coming through to defend. I can't see the bar because the rain is, the clouds are blocking it. But town center at 1500 HP. Fire Giant coming through. Pharaoh in position here for Matreiuss to try and target down that Fire Giant. Hero of Ragnarok coming through, going to attempt to take down the Pharaoh. Good micro here from Matreiuss, staying away from the Heroes of Ragnarok. But more are flowing through here. Kvoth still with 130 population remaining. It's going down. The Axemen coming through to defend on this position here. Matreiuss with 38 villagers remaining. Kvoth needs to retreat back. He hasn't been able to end this game here, it doesn't seem. But will the town center go down is the big question. 4 villagers in here. There's no heroes out for Matreiuss at the moment. He can sell wood if he wants and buy a bunch of priests. That'd be a good idea. As the Fire Giant here pulling back, use that Fire Giant to take out those Axemen would be a great idea. Meanwhile, over here taking a little bit of a fight. The Axemen getting some good damage done, but there's too many numbers there for Matreiuss to deal with as he does lose those units. The villagers on this gold mine over here as well. Not going to be a bad idea where that's concerned, but still no priests coming out here, but the villagers here shanking down the Frost Giant. He's got himself Skin of the Rhino here as well, and we'll see, can he get that town center back up? But it's 4 town centers to 0 town centers. 36 villagers to around about, what is that, 9 plus 4, 13 villagers. So a big advantage for Matreiuss, but he needs to get himself back into this game, and he needs to deal with the Fire Giant follow-up as well that's coming. Look at the favor in the bank for Kvoth. He's also going to be starting those I guess he's not starting the Ox Caravans, but the problem for Kvoth is he doesn't have any farms. He does have a couple on this town center actually that he can grab as the Heroes of Ragnarok searching around for stuff to kill, but nothing really remaining there. He can get a gold starve, so to speak, started, but Matreiuss can sell wood. No, he can't. That's 29 wood there in the bank, so he can't do that either. Villagers starting to get trained. Matreiuss needs priests here and the Pharaoh to deal with this one lone Fire Giant at the moment, and probably more coming for very, very shortly here as the wall gets broken down and the reboom is starting. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. 66 population for Matreiuss, 98 population for Kvoth as the Axemen searching around. The Pharaoh is now out, so we can use that one. The Axemen coming through. They will intercept the Heroes of Ragnarok, but Kvoth paying attention, pulls back there. As the Pharaoh moving forward, going to try and get a little bit of damage done onto this Fire Giant. Look at the damage that comes through onto it. It takes a long time, though, to pick off those Fire Giants there as the units moving around. And look at this. Already, it's looking like Kvoth's economy is starting to kick into gear as Matreiuss, he needs to attack the gold of Kvoth yesterday. He needs to put Kvoth on the back foot. He's still got the economic advantage to some degree, but he needs to get that done, and he needs to get this town set up. The Anya on this position. How long has that been sitting there for? As the dwarves getting pulled back immediately here. The gold over here, 3,000 gold there, remaining very, very safe. Gold miner's got this gold over here as well. As the Pharaoh back onto this position, gets that splash damage done. Not going to be able to pick off too many units there. Splash damage is good, but I imagine Matreiuss here can heal those Axemen back up. One of the weaknesses of the Axemen without having access to Horus here is no what's it called, Axe of Vengeance for those Axemen to just break through the buildings and level the game. And with Matreiuss not having his reign remaining or having anything to boost him back up to the Mythic Age, he's going to be in for a difficult time to kind of fight back into this game, because Kvoth, slowly but surely, he's just going to have the villager advantage here. He's actually already got the villager advantage with 4 ox caravans. He does need to start some farms soon, but he can buy food. He can buy food. It doesn't cost that much. 142 food there, or gold for 100 food. That's not a bad trade at this part of the game, this point of the game. Migdol Stronghold now up for Matreiuss. Chariot Archers starting to come out. And the village is... Wait, why is he... Oh, Matreiuss deletes the farms. He realizes what's going on. Farms being stolen. You pesky one. You can buy wood, though. Buy wood and just do that is fine. But at the moment, it's just like a dwarf economy at the moment for Kvoth. That's going to be a really slow one if he puts those villages onto wood. But Matreiuss is taking too long at this point to really get going with anything. All of his villages now on this position, on this gold mine. Siege works coming up. But the Fire Giants are just tough to push to at this point. How can you deal with them if you're Matreiuss? Patsukos are an idea. They're not a bad idea. You can use those to take out the Fire Giants. Priests, a little bit difficult to make them work, but you can get enough of those out if you want. But everything here is costing Matreiuss gold at this point. As the army of Kvoth starting to move forward. He's a 160 of 160 population. Going to be more than happy to take a fight at this point. As the Axemen trying to push forward and take out this town center, but Axemen, it's how much damage is it? 6.5 damage. Really don't do all too much. As the Fire Giant's pushing forward. Pharaoh in on the fight here. Trying to take out that Fire Giant here. It's very, very slow grind to pick it off. It's doing so much damage here. Matreiuss is still at 105 population, but he's trying to push through. The Axemen coming in. We now have the Ballista through to take out those Axemen here. As the Pharaoh, got to take out that Pharaoh. He's doing too much damage to the Fire Giants there. And we do see the target there. Target fire from the Ballista onto the Pharaoh, plus the Fire Giant as well, as the Ballista now getting dragged forward here. And Matreiuss, in that point, does decide to tap out, and Kvoth manages to find the victory here in this game with some excellent defensive work against that Bast of Matreiuss. Matreiuss not able to find the dub. Kvoth gets it. Kvoth goes on to the round of 8. I think he is the second one through. I can't 100% remember who I've seen and who I haven't, but no, Soup was the second one through. This is, no, yes, whatever. Matreiuss is out of the tournament. Out at the round of 16. Incredibly well played by Kvoth. He's shown here in this series how much of a better player, how much improvement he's had by playing so many games over the past. He's gone from being a player who was kind of a dark horse to being a serious contender in these sorts of tournaments. Incredibly well played here. Congratulations to Kvoth. Better luck next time for Matreiuss. If you enjoyed this series, enjoyed this tournament, enjoying this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button on the Twitch. If you're on the... Sorry, what? I don't know what I said then. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. If you're on the Twitch, hit the follow button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.